Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info Thoughts video. And this time, it's for not one, but two kits that were announced today, and they're coming out in 2 days. The Greenhouse Haven kit and Basement Treasures kit. Let's take a look at what the Sims had to say. So they tweeted, "Craft the ideal space for your green thumb, or bring life back into the worn down with the new The Sims 4 Greenhouse Haven kit and The Sims 4 Basement Treasures kit, available April 20th. Build a tranquil retreat and spend some quality plant time with The Sims 4 Greenhouse Haven kit, organize your perfect planting workspace, take in serene greenery, and live out your gardening fantasies. Uncover forgotten favorites and hand-me-down gems with The Sims 4 Basement Treasures kit, with wear and tear from lots of use and love. Create new memories from the old that add a little history to your decor." I was sent some assets through the EA Creator Network program, so here's the illustrations for the two kits without the names on them. So that's the Greenhouse Haven kit, and this is the Basement Treasures one. As usual, we do have a couple of screenshots for each kit, so starting with Greenhouse Haven, we have the outside of the greenhouse with some new clutter and a couple of tables, but of course, the main selling point here is the new windows, and I'm not actually sure if that roof pattern is new or not, because we've had see-through roofs since the Seasons patch. And we also have a fan at the back near the top, which I'm hoping is animated. I know that sounds really dumb to be like, I hope this is animated. I mean, it should be, but it is a kit. Gotta keep the expectations low. Then we head inside the greenhouse for the second screenshot. This actually looks really pretty. I love these windows, but it doesn't look like we're getting any new harvestables in this one. I suppose that would technically count as new gameplay, probably. But yeah, more clutter. We have a hanging lamp and a shelf and some hanging plants. Not really too much else to say here. Overall, I'm not super into this kit because I think it does expose how kits are just too small for what they offer for the price. If this and Blooming Rooms had been one kit together, I think that could have been really good. So yeah, this does kind of feel like a Blooming Rooms Part 2 to me. But I'm more excited about the Basement Treasures kit. Let's move on to that one. So in this screenshot, we have the basement with some interesting clutter. We have a landline phone, and thankfully the phone line is not just some flat 2D line. A vintage television, which is functional. And the couch is pretty nice. And we also have a milk crate with some vinyl records in it, a mirror, which I think was actually hinted at on the roadmap on one of the boxes. There's some new trophies on top of that bookshelf, though I think they may be one combined object. Beside the milk crate on the table, there is a lopsided lamp, which could be really cool for also just making a rundown looking house. There's a couple of intriguing picture frames on the wall, which I'll get back to in a minute. And on the right side, there is a lamp, and interestingly enough, has a little flickering effect shown in this GIF from SimGuru Ash. Also in the first screenshot, we have what looks like some board game clutter, which I thought was from Growing Together at first. A couple of boxes, folded chairs that seem to be actually acting as a table because there's a bowl of chips on top of it. There's also a two-wheel dolly with a bag on it. I wish there was just the dolly without something on it, unless maybe that is a couple of alternate swatches for that object. And we have the two Sims standing in front of a dismantled bed. But it's not just any bed. Oh no, it's the heart bed from The Sims Livin' Large. What? This is the lore, I guess, for why we're just never going to get these in The Sims 4, because it's just destined to be a relic and never be used again. Wow, that's odd. I mean, that is kind of a cool idea as a decoration piece, but come on, we should be able to have the real thing too. Moving on to the other screenshot, we have a better look at some of the objects that we already saw before. There's, I think, a couple more clutter objects that we didn't already see in the other screenshot. We have a better look at that vintage TV. I love the look at that. Kind of takes me back to the Sims 1 days a bit. And there is a brown chair, a lounge chair, that I didn't realize was actually new. One pretty neat aspect though are the new wall details, because in a couple packs before, we've had holes in the wall and some scratches, and now we have some other more like surface level holes and exposed brick. Very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how builders will take advantage of those. There's also a new bookshelf in the back. Now let's talk about those picture frames, because I was thinking, are these frames that we can slide our own pictures into, or is it just a pre-made object where we only have a few swatches and that's it? I am leaning more towards the latter because, again, it is a kit, gotta keep those expectations low. But man, it would be cool if we could slide our own pictures into there. Maybe someone will be able to mod it. There's also some more pictures from SimGuru Ash. So she posted a few where basically some teenagers take over the parents' basement, so that could be a cool sitcom-inspired sort of scenario there. With the Greenhouse Haven kit, she used it to add a sunroom to the Pancakes house, which I think is really neat. That's another cool use of this greenhouse kit besides just greenhouses, so I hope to see that in some future builds on the gallery. Overall, I feel similar feelings to the previous wave of kit releases, because before, I liked the Symptomates kit a lot more than Bathroom Clutter, and with this wave, I'm already liking the Basement Treasures way more than Greenhouse Haven. Because with Basement Treasures, I think the theme is more creative, and there just seems to be more love put into it with some of the objects and the wall details and the flickering lamp. Like, it just feels like, compared with the Greenhouse Haven one, it doesn't really impress me that much. Maybe if Greenhouse Haven had 2 or 3 new harvestable plants, that would sway my opinion, but again, that would probably count as new gameplay. But I would like to see some more harvestables in the future. It's been quite a while since we've had any new ones. In particular, orange trees. I would love to have orange trees. I am also inspired to decorate a lot more with the Basement Treasures kit, because I feel like not only would it be good for the basement, but also for more rundown looking houses, and even decorating off-lot with the tool mod. Imagine using some objects from this kit to create a more trashy looking neighborhood, especially Evergreen Harbor. If you have eco lifestyle and you have your neighborhoods in the dirtier, just trashier state, then you have more objects to potentially play with to decorate the neighborhood. I am also worried with both of these being build kits that every kit this quarter is going to be build themed, because I am more of a creative sim person personally, so I would really like to see at least one of them be focused on that. I guess it's not going to be a problem to most people if all of them do end up being build kits. But man, it feels just a tiny bit sad to see all the big YouTubers be like, oh, create a sim kits, whatever, and then get all excited over all the build ones. I wish there were more people with influence in my corner, but it is what it is. And I say this because I think some of these recent kits are based off of our feedback and what a lot of people have been wanting, which is good, but I do feel like, especially with so many of the biggest YouTubers being very build focused, that it is leaning more in that direction where they are more inclined to release more build kits than Create-A Sim ones. Maybe I'll be proven wrong next quarter and they'll do all Create-A Sim kits, but I think that is very highly unlikely, and really the best thing would be to do a balance where, say, if you release 4 kits in the same quarter, you do 2 Create-A Sim and 2 build. And that wraps up another Sims Info Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on these 2 kits so far, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!